Welcome, my loves, to this pick a card reading. This is a reading where you specifically pick a number above either 1, 2, or 3, or if you're feeling spontaneous, you can pick all the numbers above. If you're not sure which number to pick, just go ahead and choose a random number. You never know where you may be led to. So once you've chosen your number, you will scroll down to the description box where there will be timestamps linked towards your chosen number, and that will link you directly to your specific part in the video where your reading will be started, my love. Okay, so go ahead, choose your number, and I will join you in your reading. So don't forget, this reading is all about what you need to know right now, the most important messages, my angel. Okay, so for now, please do take care. Bye. All right, so my lovelies who have picked pile number 1, we're going to dive deep and see exactly what the important messages that you need to hear right now that's going to resonate with your current situation, my angel. Okay, so first up we have blessed change. Can you see that? Okay, we have blessed change. A major life change brings you great blessings. You also have do not fear the unknown, followed by balance. Okay, let's just move that into the frame so you can have a look. Okay, so let's clarify these cards here. So let's have a look what we have. Wow, okay. So this card is the Wheel of Fortune, but let's try and get that into the frame for you. Perfect. Okay, so pile number 1. The most important messages for you today is that you have a new beginning that is on its way, or in fact, it's already here. Okay, so with a major life change brings you great blessings. Now I can see this is something that you have been wanting, okay, for quite some time. With the Justice card here, this is saying that, you know, perhaps in the past you may have dealt with some unfairness or some unkindness, or perhaps you've been going through a life change, a life shift, to where, you know, the things that you used to do didn't really match up to what you're wanting to do now, and you may have tried to, you know, kind of switch your habits, change your patterns, and come into a new world, come towards a new reality, but perhaps things will kind of taken some time. Now I can see here you have used your mind to create a new future for you, okay? And I can see this is a new beginning where you're going to be learning so much new beautiful things that's going to take you out of this energy for where you were feeling stuck, and you are ready to literally cha-cha into the moment, okay? Because you can see this man here, you know, it's like he's got his leg bending forward, he's ready, he's leaning towards the future, okay? He's leaning towards this coin. Can you see the material? He's leading towards his manifestations that have been on his mind quite heavily, as we can see with the Page of Swords, because the Page of Swords always talks about, you know, what's on your mind, okay? What you've been thinking about, what you've been trying to manifest, right? And with the Do Not Fear the Unknown card, we can see here that you have something that is going to make you feel very fulfilled, and it's going to make you feel perhaps slightly vulnerable being in the world, or perhaps taking this new change. And that's simply because it's something that you're not used to. Perhaps you may have to leave your environment behind. You may have to leave, you know, the way you used to look at people behind. You have to shift your mindset, you know, you have to have changed perspectives now. So it's all about you really focusing on what's most important to you, what's going to make you happy, okay, here with the King of Cups. What's going to make you feel fulfilled? How are you going to wear your heart on your sleeve and not feel embarrassed by it? How are you going to make you feel comfortable? Okay, we have 3 kings here. And that literally talks about, you know, your strength, your willpower, your determination. You know, you are definitely somebody who is made to be put in this position. You can see, you know, you're not going to get off your throne, right? You are rightfully here for this reason, and you deserve to feel as though you should be comfortable in your position. And it's quite ironic that these kings are all bare and they don't have their formal attire on. So this is saying to me that you can bring the change that you want to see without having to conform to society's standards, or without having to conform to what other people feel like you should present yourself or how you should be. You can be whoever you want to be, because if you face the facts, in reality, when we're born, we're not born with, you know, clothes on. We're not born with our whole perceptions ready. You know, we come here naked and bare, and then we absorb in all the information, and then we define who we want to be as we grow older. And with the Wheel of Fortune as well, we can see here that it's your time. It is definitely your time to shine, because you've been waiting, you've been patient, and now, you know, it's your time to spin the wheel and get your rewards because of this balance, this patience that you've had. Okay, you've been judged, and it's time for you to not feel as though you cannot be who you want to be. It's your time to shine. Okay, you know who you are, you know exactly what you are wanting, and you know, you're not going to allow anybody to take your position. Okay, you're going to be very firm, you're going to be very direct. And this is in terms of, you know, when you speak about what you want, you speak about what you want into existence. It has to happen, okay, because you're very direct. You know, the king is somebody who's very mature compared to somebody who would be a page, who may be a novice in the game, or who may be somebody that's early learning. You know, it's early doors. They just want to get their hands stuck in and try out different positions and try out different things to see what works for them, and then move on to the next stage. But for you, you know, you've been trying out, you know, different ways of working and different things that's going to be for you, and you finally found your firm foot in the world, and you're ready to make your stamp. Okay, you're not going to be moving from the position that you are in. You are going to get your material goods, you are going to get your emotional fulfillment, and you are going to not allow anybody to dictate for you what your reality should be. Okay, you know that you command great deal of power, and you command respect for yourself. And that is where you are going to be blessed in this next chapter for your life, and you're going to see so much more balance. You're going to get everything back that was once yours, and you're going to attain new things that's going to help propel you towards the future, that's going to make you feel very fortunate and very lucky. All right, so my pile number ones, that was your pile, and I hope you have a very blessed day. Please do take care. Bye. All right, so pile number 2, my darlings, let's step forward and let's step into what important messages you need to hear right now. Okay, we have what's your thoughts, we have a focus and then act, and finally we have a loneliness. Okay, and don't let that card scare you off just yet. Okay, I'm sure there's going to be a very positive message in regards to what that card is pertaining. Okay, so just laying out your tarot cards. Oh, okay, yeah, I see, I knew it. We have the star directly under the loneliness card, so I definitely knew there was a positive message that was coming. Okay, So, power number 2. Wow. Okay, so I can see here the important message for you is that you need to recognize your power, my darling. You need to recognize how much strength you have and how much determination you have to follow through with your dreams, goals, aspirations, and whatever you want to do in your life, because my angel, it's time to get moving. It's time to move past any negative thoughts or any thoughts that, you know, kind of don't agree or not in alignment with what you're actually wanting to create. Okay, so we can see here with the Knight of Swords, perhaps, you know, you're in this stage where you're ready, okay, to like literally manifest your heart's desires and literally, you know, have what you were wanting without having to have opposition against you, or without having to have, you know, these thoughts that tell you you can't have what you want or you can't be who you want to be. Okay, or having thoughts, you know, that, you know, people are not in agreement with you. There's this energy that I'm feeling that it's, you know, it's time to move on from these contradictory thoughts that don't make you feel powerful. Okay, it's your turn to focus your intentions deliberately now on what it is that you want in your life. Okay, because if you want to have the happiness, you know, the romance, the abundance, to feel freedom, it's about you choosing exactly, you know, to create the world of your desires. Because there's this energy that I'm feeling that you're very comfortable with how you are. However, there's this inclination, there's this ball of fire, there's this passion inside you that says, okay, I'm happy where I am, but I'm kind of ready for more. Or, you know, I wish people would see me in the light that I am actually trying to portray. Okay, and we can see here that you're actually not alone. You have the energy of your spirit animals, your spirit guides, you know, past some loved ones, ancestors that are literally walking with you and are rooting for you. And I'm seeing here that the energetic realm, your higher self, is literally tapping you on the shoulder and saying, hey, it's time to wake up and see exactly, you know, what's right in front of you. Because there is this inclination that you're not seeing what's right in front of you, and you may feel stuck at certain times, like, why am I not getting what I'm wanting? Like, I'm such a good person, I'm trying to do good, you know, I'm trying to bring fairness into the world, and that is perfectly fine. Okay, but you must recognize that you're doing nothing wrong. Okay, it's simply just a little tweak that you need to do, and which is focus on more deliberate thoughts. Okay, don't focus on the thoughts that make you feel low, okay, that make you feel like no one understands you, or makes you feel as though that you're just alone in this world and that, you know, it's a constant fighting battle. Because it's definitely not that, because you are the star, my angel. Okay, and it's all about you having your world. It's about you healing the past and you healing any thoughts that don't make you feel worthy. Okay, there's an inclination for you to really focus on what you want, visualize exactly the type of life you would like to desire, and don't put any thoughts and attention on things that don't make you feel good, because you know what you want. It's like you have two ends to the stick. Okay, what you want to manifest and what you don't want to manifest. Okay, and the more energy and thoughts you put into the end of what you don't want to manifest, the more bigger it gets, and the more energy and time you put into the thoughts and things you actually want to manifest, the bigger that gets. And I'm not here to say that you're never going to have any thoughts of, oh my god, this may not happen, but what I'm here to say is you must focus more on deliberate creation rather than walking on autopilot. Okay, because when we walk on autopilot, sometimes we don't recognize exactly what we're doing, and in terms of trying to understand, like, why are things not working out for me, and it's literally just that little tweak that we just want to make sure that we're actually focusing, we're deliberately putting and setting our intentions on what we want, and then we act from that position. Okay, act in the position of having your wishes already fulfilled, rather than acting from the position of, oh, I wish this was like this, or when can my turn happen, or when can I have this, but rather, you know, act as if you already have it. Feel the feelings of joy again, feel the feelings of laughter, of happiness, and you'll begin to see how your reality and the world around you shifts. Okay, So your important message is literally to be more focused, continue to have those deliberate creations, continue to visualize what you want to see, put all your time and energy and focus into being happy and into already living the dream as if it's already been created and as if you're already living it, and then watch all of those feelings and, you know, visions flow into your reality, and then you'll begin to see the change that has been due to come towards you. Pile number 2. All right, my darlings, so that was your reading and I hope you do enjoy. Take care. All right, my darlings, with picks pile number 3, let's tap into your important messages and see what it is for you to know. So first up, we have rest. Okay, we love a bit of rest. Yes, we do. We also have be patient. And finally, we have pride, okay? All right, so let's take out your tarot cards and let's tap into this energy a little bit further. Okay, so we have the Tower, the 2 of Swords, 6 coins, 6 pentacles, the Chariot, 9 of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So I can see here that, oh, you are being placed in like an incubator, like you're being wrapped. Okay, imagine yourself as a unborn baby. You're in the womb and you're waiting for your time to come out. So I'm sensing here that you are going through a major change, major evolution period, to where your whole world was shaken up. Okay, your paradise, you know, what you thought was once paradise was now kind of collapsed, and it's made you kind of feel as though, okay, where do I go from here? You know, what's right, what's wrong? Perhaps you've gone through a slight spiritual awakening. Perhaps you're beginning to wake up to, you know, a new reality. You're beginning to question everything, and you're beginning to recognize that there's more out here in this world, and you're trying to actually rediscover, you know, what's the right footing for you and where should you go? What are the actual right moves to make? So I'm sensing that you are in this period to where, you know, you're just really reanalyzing your life and how everything has led you up to this point. And I can see here that, you know, or you have this inner feeling that something big is on its way to you. Apologies, it's seven of pentacles, not 6 of pentacles. Yes, you recognize that something big is on its way, and I can see here that you have been planting some seeds, okay, for what you actually want in your life, and you are moving and you've been heading towards the right direction. So if you've been questioning yourself, you know, oh, am I making the right moves, or, you know, is this the right thing I should be doing, or, you know, if you've been having a lot of questions, feeling as though you're just lost and you don't know where you are, you've been making all the right choices, by the way, okay? You've been doing all the right things that's led you up to this point and led you up to me, okay? Because you've definitely recognized your self-worth with this Pride card here, and you are ready to, you know, come out of this so-called nightmare, come out of this these feelings of, you know, feeling as though this change is not going to happen, and you're going to wake up and recognize and see that there is a golden opportunity right here for you that is itching and wanting to come out. And I can see here that when you start to see that you portray so much love out here, and that you are recognizing how much things that you're actually grateful for, and, you know, once you're recognizing and seeing the signs of your manifestations and all the things that you've been planting seeds for, you will begin to see that you have had everything that you've wanted always surrounding you, okay? It's always been in the palm of your hand, but all you needed was a slight perception change here, and for you to just see things in another light, for you to recognize that you have always been moving forward towards your dreams, and you've been making the best decisions possible to make your world come true. So you have nothing to worry about, and you should recognize your strengths actually, because I'm sensing, you know, you have some great talents when it comes to manifesting, because I'm sensing you've manifested as well quite a lot of things for yourself, and you are recognizing that if there's always a new beginning, there's always a new start, and you're recognizing and starting to become more in control of your thoughts, and you're becoming more in control of your emotions as well. And you recognize that when things are not going exactly how they plan, that you are just being redirected towards another path that's going to make you feel more comfortable and more secure and more stable. So, you know, when things are not going as planned, you know how to switch and change up the energy to make something work for you. And it's about you having these feelings of feeling grounded in the world, and feeling stable, feeling confident, knowing that you're always going to find your footing again, you're always going to find your sense of worth. And this is because you can recognize that there are loads of beautiful things in the past that you once manifested that also took time, so you can use that as a little boost for you to recognize that what you are wanting to happen now in your life can also come true as well. It's just a matter of switching your mindset and understanding that everything is always working in your favor, which you are an actual pro at anyway. You recognize that, you know, there is so much there's so much love in the incubation stage. You know, you don't always have to be doing something for you to feel like you've accomplished something. You can just be in your natural state of being and recognize how abundant you are and how worthy you are, you know, to receive everything that you desire, okay? Because it's all about the energy that you're giving off. And, you know, Mother Nature loves a happy one, okay? And Mother Nature also loves somebody that's, you know, finding their footing, because it just means that they're being redirected back to their natural state of being, which is pure joy and happiness and upliftment, okay? So the important message here for you is, you know, you are beginning to see why certain decisions have led you onto where you are now, and how you can use the past as a scapegoat and as your personal strength to know that you are always going to be strong and stable. It's about you recognizing what works for you and what doesn't work for you, and knowing that you are always giving love once you're connected to your higher self, once you're connected to your primal state of being, you know, just being without having to do things, and recognizing, you know, your worth. You recognize that you are somebody who has everything that they need to move forward, and with patience and perseverance that you will see everything that you want to manifest, okay? And it's about you not being hard on yourself, of course, and remembering always to love yourself, you know, when times get tough, that you know that this is just a stage for you to recognize and get more clarity on what you are actually wanting, okay? Because when you gain more clarity on what you're actually wanting, that builds momentum, that builds personal strength, and that makes you feel more happy and entitled to what you're wanting, because it has to come true, right? It has to come true. If you have the thought, you have the vision, and you have the vision, you have manifestation, okay? It's about you continuing on your journey, knowing that the seeds you have planted will come to fruition, and to make sure that you recognize that there is no power in forcing anything, but there is much more power in relaxing, in resting, and allowing things to come to you. You are naturally attracting things towards you because of you are, you know, you are being a prime example of love, okay? And when you're in the energy of loving everything, loving life, and loving yourself, that's when your manifestations fall right in your hand. Okay, it's as easy as that. And then, you know, the people around you will be like, how did you do things so effortlessly? And that's all because you're just connected to your higher source, you're connected to your higher power, and you know exactly that there is lots of power in resting, visualizing, being patient, and adoring the things that are going well for you and adoring the things that aren't going well for you, and literally seeing the love in everything and everyone. And in turn, that brings back a magnitude of self-respect, it brings back a magnitude of self-worth and self-love, and you get to see exactly what you are wanting and manifesting. All right, so that was all for you, pile 3. Thank you very much.